Welcome to Build Out Brief. This is Jim Kunkel, and I so appreciate your support of the Build Out live stream that broadcasts each Wednesday at noon Eastern Daylight Time. The live stream that you're watching right now will be starting in just 1 minute. Let me take this opportunity to talk about Build Out Brief. This content series is a result of viewers like you who overwhelmingly requested that I add a supplemental series to Build Out that centers on professional business topics, is more focused, and global on guests. If you're thinking about starting a live stream, then StreamYard is a platform for you. It's what I use to build you Build Out Brief. After the stream, see the comment or the description section for my special savings referral link. Now, when it comes to having a professional live stream and winning over viewers, you need to make sure that your graphics and supporting promotional items are the best. All of the creative content for Build Out and Build Out Brief are designed and produced with Canva. You should check out Canva. See the comment or description section for my special Canva referral link. Good evening and welcome to Build Out Brief. I'm Jim Kunkel, and tonight I'm really excited to have a special guest coming from the country of Colombia, Camilo. Camilo, welcome to Build Out Brief.
Hello, Jim. Good evening. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, it's great to have you as a guest. Before we would start our conversation about doing business in Colombia, if you could do a favor and cover your professional background and talk a little bit about your company.
Absolutely, Jim. I am a partner of ZH Ingenieros, ZH Engineers in English. It's a family Colombian engineer contractor company. We are dedicated to infrastructure maintenance. We specialize in providing services to the oil and gas and energy industries. Our strength is the maintenance of storage tanks from when it goes out of service until it returns to operation, involving activities like degassing, sludge removal, mechanical repairs, surface preparation, and coatings application, as well as other activities like civil works, instrumentation, electrical works, and all that stuff. I study economics with an entrepreneur approach. I study economics to better understand business and always achieve the SSPC protective coating specialist besides the NACE coating inspector program to better understand our business and be able to improve our services. That's like a short resume of my background.
Excellent. You and I have known each other for a number of years, and I know your background. I know that you do have a strong educational background, but also experience when it comes to economies in Latin America and obviously in your home country of Colombia. And the great thing was that the country of Colombia actually provided a short video that I'd like to play before we get into our conversation tonight. And it's a little bit of information regarding business in Colombia and why Colombia is so unique as a country in South America and Latin America. So Camilo, if you could hold on 1 second, please.
Okay.
We have been waiting for you. We have developed a special roadmap to help you get acquainted with our country and feel comfortable investing with us. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, and this natural environment provides us with millions of hectares for agricultural production and ample supply of raw materials used in all industries by skilled Colombian workers. Thanks to its geographical location, sharing borders with 2 oceans and great passenger and cargo air connectivity, Colombia offers a great advantage as an export platform to supply the world. And it has also become an ideal nearshoring destination for international companies that are diversifying their regional supply chains. Colombia also shows one of the highest economic growth rates in the region. And it is expected to continue growing through the Infrastructure Master Plan, focused on technical, social, and environmental sustainability. The country welcomes international investors by offering various facilitating factors. Colombia's unique, talented, and highly skilled workforce is one of the largest in the region. Colombia offers strategic support in all stages of the investment cycle through its red carpet treatment for investors. There are special incentives for mega investments and a special free zone regimen. And as part of the commitment to being increasingly sustainable and competitive, the country offers special tax benefits for companies that generate a positive social and environmental impact. Colombia is a great option for your next investment. So are you looking for the right time to invest? Colombia has created an environment of excellence, and our highly talented people will help take your business to the next level. The opportunity? The choice is yours. And the place? It's definitely Colombia.
Great video there, a lot of great information. And the unique thing about Colombia, the economy in Colombia going into the pandemic, 4% GDP, and projections are now, with everything kind of restarting back up again, that GDP juggernaut will continue to move forward. The video, what I liked, it highlighted a lot of the infrastructure build out that's happening across Colombia. And then another aspect is going to be the high tech. You obviously, being a business owner and also too a student of economics and things like that. What are some of the transformations that are going on in Colombia currently right now when it comes to infrastructure, technology, and then also too on the side of infrastructure?
Yeah, you're right, Jim. Colombia is a country that already learned how to add value to products because we are suppliers of raw materials, but now we are adding value with our industrial and production chains. I want to note that in Colombia, we established the first center for the fourth revolution, industrial revolution in Latin America, which is part of the World Economic Forum's network. And the objective of these centers is to lead that technological development that accompanies the productive sectors and that allows them to improve their competitiveness. Technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, Internet of Things are being part of our production process, and that's something we are learning to improve our products and add value. It's no matter sell grains of coffee. It's the idea is to sell a coffee ready to make, so all the world can enjoy the product in an added value form.
So the third largest economy in South America, we went into the global pandemic, and how much of an impact to Colombia was the pandemic?
Well, Colombia is very near to hit 5 million cases of COVID-19, but the Colombian government has been committed to health and economic reactivation. It takes appropriate measures to mitigate the impact of the coronavirus in the country. At the beginning of the pandemic, life was prioritized, so that's important, prioritized over the economy. The situation became very critical. According to official data, unemployment reached around 17%. That's a very important number. 70%, it's too much people with unemployment conditions. But we start understanding how COVID works. And we start with a completely lockdown, but then we learn about COVID-19, and quickly each business took the necessary measures to operate. I believe that one of the main reasons why Colombia has shown a good economic recovery It's because we have been a country that has been hit by many adversities. As you can know, tenacity of people, it's admirable. So maybe that's a great fact here in our economic recovery in the pandemic, that it's present. It's present. It is still present, the pandemic.
Yeah, that national pride, and that does help a lot for people to pull together and to work together to make things better. And obviously, you're in the process now of pulling out from this pandemic and moving forward. A lot of foreign investment goes into Colombia. There are a lot of partnerships that do get formed through Colombia, so the opportunities are pretty big. Um, in my research that I had done, it seems that the um, government of Colombia is very foreign business friendly. Uh, I think you've had some experience in seeing that happen. When it comes to the government, how friendly are they for foreign investment?
Well, Colombia is prepared for investment. There are different agencies, different programs, exemptions, and everything it's being constructed to receive investment. And because if people invest, of course, it's a better resource for employment for people. So Colombia takes like the third place in the region according to the Easy of Doing Business Index, behind Mexico and Chile, that are great economies always. Uh, it's important to note that much part of the process of starting a company in Colombia could be done digital. So that's something that the government and the local agency are working in to avoid present paperwork. So most processes are going to be digital. So that's something special for entrepreneurs.
One of the recommendations that I found regarding economics and doing commerce and forming partnerships with Colombian nationals is to engage with a lawyer who is well versed in business law, because there's going to be some level of bureaucracy that you're going to encounter when you do have a partnership that would be foreign and national to Colombia. Um, typically when you're looking at to incorporate, you're going to need to find a Colombian citizen to be able to partner with. Uh, is there any particular industries that are going to be more, let's say, more lucrative for foreign investment? Would it be agriculture? Would it be more in the resources, or where would that be?
Well, please keep in mind that Colombia is a mega diverse country.
Hmm.
We have different sectors, industries. So in every sector, or in every industry, you can have success. It depends on what you have to offer, and how you can transform to make like a good product for the market. Our key industries in Colombia are the oil and gas. Oil is the major product for export here. The agriculture, of course, we are traditionally famous for our coffee, but there are other sectors that are growing very well. For example, the BPO sectors, to offer services to the companies. Here in Colombia, we have, for example, a lot of contact center. So maybe when you call to AT&T to fix any problem on your data plan or your cell phone, maybe a Colombian is answering your phone call. So we are mega diverse, and we have different parts in our economy that you can make investment, not only in agriculture.
And when you're looking at American products, how well do they do in Colombia? Are they high demand? Do they sell very well?
Well, American products for us are very necessary in our economy because, for example, we don't produce too much machines. So we need machines for our processes, for different kinds of application. So Colombia explores a lot the American market For example, in my own experience, we have a lot of technology from United States. As you know, we are in the coatings industry. So, for example, plastic machines, glass pots, everything, all that stuff. Of course, the first market we reach is the American market.
Very good. And we had a question come in from Martin Vesela. What are the main services provided in the oil and gas industry in Colombia?
For the oil and gas require a lot of services, for structure maintenance, all the service involving in crude oil testing, the API services, for example, for tank construction. There are a lot of services because oil and gas is an industry that requires a lot of stuff. So there are a lot of opportunities here. Our industry is very mature. It's an industry that have high standards. It's the industry in Colombia that has, for example, the best standards for safety, best standards for quality. So it's a very advanced industry in our economy.
And the other thing that I would probably ask too is when it's coming to oil and gas exports and things like that, modern port facilities and terminals and things like that.
Yes, we have different ports located in Colombia. As you know, Colombia has a strategic location because it connects South America with Central North America, and we have access to both oceans. So we have good ports for exports. Not sure how many, but for example, in Coveñas, that it's one of the main terminals here in Colombia. A lot of crude oil goes to export to. I think we have 3 pipelines there under the sea to feed the barges.
Excellent, excellent. Another question came in from Carl Davenport. How is the infrastructure for ocean freight? Are there ports? Yeah, on the Pacific and Caribbean. Are you competitive with Panama? When it comes to obviously the goods and services that go through Panama, Colombia, is it also kind of a way of a gateway from one side of the ocean to the other, or?
Yeah, we have ports in both sizes. We have Cartagena in Atlantic, and we have Buenaventura in the Pacific. So we can reach both parts of the world. Panama, of course, the advantages have the Panama Canal.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you know, but Panama was a territory of Colombia. That was a shame that we lose that important territory, but Colombia has ports to supply exports and to get imports very easy.
Yeah, I encourage people to look into the history of why the split happened between Colombia and Panama. So that's a really good history point there to put out there.
Yeah.
And we got a question here from Guillermo. Hope to be able to get together again and maybe try good Colombian coffee. Guillermo, I definitely agree with that. Travel's been kind of fun here, not happening for a while, and hopefully things open up back to the way they were. That goes to another question too. How's I do watch a lot of YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. It seems like I see a lot of travel vlogs now going in and out of Colombia. How's the travel side? How's that been doing for you when it comes to having people come in to spend holidays and things like that?
Yeah, tourism is going now to reactivate again. Local tourists, for example, we have not too many restrictions to people to come here. For example, we are not require any test to coming here to Colombia. So tourists, we have a lot of destinations because we have a lot of environments. We have different weathers. It's a mega diverse country. So if you want to go to the beach, you have the beach. If you want to go to the forest, you will have the forest. If you want to go to cities, we have development cities here like Bogota, Medellin, Cali. So whatever are your expectations, you can find here an answer to your vacations.
Excellent. So let's switch gears back to our conversation. Looking at a lot of the investment that might happen. It might involve construction. When it comes to construction permits and registering property, how much of a bureaucracy is involved with that? Is it relatively easy, or is there a lot of bureaucracy that has to be stepped through to get these construction permits?
Well, investment of foreign companies will always be easy because the company it's making the economy to receive investment. So it depends in which sector you want to be involved. For example, in this moment there are some programs for taxes exemption, for example, for renewable energies. So it will depend specifically what you are going to come and do here. But chances, there are a lot of chances here to make investment and to make business.
And then looking at the corporate tax structure, obviously, if there's so much foreign investment coming in, and also too with that GDP growth the way it is, I'm sure that corporate taxes are relatively reasonable. In your opinion, is that do I have the right opinion on that, or do you think taxes are too high?
Well, I will tell you briefly the structure of taxes we have. We have a 19% for, well, for almost every goods. Of course, there are some goods that are 0% because there are like the main goods for to survive. But we have 90% for other things, um, and we have an income tax of 31%. That's like the legal tax here for incomes. But for investment, there are many programs that make special scenarios that you can take benefit of.
Excellent, excellent. And then let's go ahead and we'll kind of cover the business etiquette and things like that. I always like to, see differences, and my opportunity for traveling in South America. Unfortunately, I never did get a chance to go to Colombia. Maybe one day I will get to do that. My experience across Latin America is that, business meetings are very formal. They're very fun, very friendly, a little different than sometimes I'm used to here in North America, where it's just strictly business and that's all it is. Same type of business environment in Colombia as the rest of Latin America.
Well, I know you have a lot of meetings with Latin America, and I think almost all the countries are the same related to the friendship. Friendship in Latin America, it's a must. Feel free to ask personal questions. For example, in Colombia, you can ask people for any advice. Uh, People will be very open to give you all the instructions you need. Even people can take you to the places that you want to visit. So friendship, it's normal in Latin America. You know that. Colombian people will say several times thank you, even if you do nothing for them. So we are very polite, and I think it's very fun to have a meeting with people in Colombia. And if you want to try to talk Spanish, don't be afraid because they are going to try to understand you. So don't feel shame for that if you don't have a good Spanish level. If you try, that will be very appreciated for people.
Yeah, sometimes it's just knowing a little bit is enough to be able to survive if you don't know Spanish. And the other thing
Yeah.
too that I will say, I've been so amazed going into meetings where you might be meeting with a group of engineers or business people, and they're like, "Let's do this meeting in English. It's a chance for us to practice our English." That's something that we don't do. At least don't do that here in the States. We don't say let's do this in Spanish so we can practice our Spanish. But I always enjoy having meetings because they're so much fun, very productive, but also too, whoever would think that you can have very fun business meetings that turn out very productive, and it's a learning opportunity for everybody involved. So Camilo, is there anything that we did not cover here in our conversation regarding, doing business in Colombia? Or is there anything that you'd want to leave with the viewers?
Well, it's a big topic, but I think we cover much as we can. Maybe we can talk about armed conflict. Is something that we cannot put apart. It has been in the country for many years. It began with a matter of political ideas, but it transformed into economic issues, power, and territorial control to commit crimes. Yeah, that's true. That's something we cannot hide. You know that the illegal drugs are a big sponsors of violence in our country. However, it's not an issue that should concern only Colombia. If there are consumers, there will be producers. It's a market basics. So it's funny to hear comments mocking Colombia about drugs when those who are most affected by that are its consumers. So finally, some Colombians, in a bad way, will profit from illegal activities, but the damage generated in consumers is worse than that. So that is why it's an issue that should be a global concern and not only a Colombian topic. So it's like a final message I want to transmit. Imagine that, for example, 1 gram of cocaine in the United States, it's worth 25 times what it is worth in Colombia. And in Europe, it's 47 times more. Imagine the prices could be around 60 euros of a gram. So imagine with those prices when the business is going to end. Never. It's a simple matter of supply and demand. So it's something that everybody needs to be concerned because consumers are more affected than producers. So, but despite the difficulties, Colombia does not stop. It is a society capable of overcoming the most adverse situations. Uh, as there are fewer obstacles, we will be able to see an outstanding potential for progress. And that's like the final message of Colombian people and the Colombian situation.
Yeah, so true. No, I totally agree with you there. It's such a big, topic, but also a major problem that we all have to pull together to solve. To your point, as long as there's consumers, there's going to be producers, and to tackle both sides of that, it's critical, and it's important that we all work together for that. Camilo, I appreciate so much this opportunity to have you on Build Out Brief. How do people get in contact with you?
Well, in LinkedIn, it's the best option to contact me. I can send there the details of my other contact information.
Excellent. So everyone, go to LinkedIn and put in Camilo's name, and check him out and connect with him. So thank you so much, and have a great evening.
Same to you, Jim. Thank you very much for this space.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Okay, everybody. We'll see you Thursday. Thursday at 7:30 is going to be the Halloween special for Build Out, and it's going to be workplace horror stories. So we're going to have a scary time talking about workplace stories that are a little scary, but they're going to be fun, and we're going to talk and have a good time. So everybody, check out Thursday at 7:30, and we'll see you then. All right. Good night, everybody.